Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Sunday morning and there's obviously lots of transfer news coming your way from Man United. Yes, it's been a busy couple of days. It's been crazy actually to keep on top of everything that's coming out of Man United. It's just constant. It's constant transfer news, updates, what's going on, what's not going on. We had the complete meltdown just a few days ago about the Bumo deal, and look, that's still going ahead like we said. Didn't we say take it easy, calm down? Now the news has completely flipped on its head and everyone is going back to reality and realising that Man United have got this in the bag. Everything's been under control. The whole rejection of the offer by Brentford of 62.5 million and the transfer has collapsed was a complete load of rubbish. We've got transfer news, of course, on the Bumo deal. We've got transfer news on Jorez. Could he be on his way to United? There's talk of him seriously now in negotiations with United. We've also got news on Sancho. Yes, could he be on his way out? There's a couple of clubs that have been after his signature and it looks like he's finally made his mind up. Then we've got news on Anthony as well. We've got news on Malacia. Remember that left back that used to play with us? He was out on loan for PSV. Now he's back apparently. But we're going to be discussing that lots more in today's show, so make sure you stick around. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man United stream channel, what you're waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you can become part of a growing Man United community, fan community that keeps you up to date with all the latest news coming out of Man United. Okay, so let's not waste any further time and jump straight into this show because we've got lots and lots to cover today. First of all, let's quickly recap on the Bumo deal. Yes, this looked like it was all over. Everything was up in the arms a couple of days ago. Social media went into meltdown. Man United fans destroyed United, thinking Man United are useless, embarrassment. All these fan channels out there, big Man United fan channels, started having an absolute hissy fit about how Man United are so bad at transfers and how they've let this one go, blah, blah, blah. But I was watching this from afar thinking, what are these guys on about? Why would they think Man United are in deep negotiations with a team when the valuation wasn't agreed? This was all just made up. Man United had always been in control. They were at the negotiation table. Yes, there's disputes, there's disagreements at the negotiation table, hence why they call it the negotiation table. That's what they were doing. And to say that, oh my God, what, Brentford didn't agree with one of the terms Man United had put down, it's just ridiculous. This is always a fluid situation. Both teams sat down, entered negotiations knowing full well that the player wanted to join Man United and this deal was going to get done. It was then just a matter of time, just sorting out the terms. That's all they've been doing. And obviously it takes a long time because it's not simply going out there and buying a pack of crisps, is it? This is very different. It's got lots of complex things involved. There's lots of parties that get paid, not just the clubs. There's agents involved, there's other people involved that all need to be sorted out. So it's not easy. Now, you know, it takes time. It takes time. Yes, in the real world we think everything should be done yesterday, but it doesn't happen that fast. So things are going to move ahead as normal. We are 100% confident that this deal will get done in the next week or two. So let's just chill out and relax. However, the big news today is that Jorez has opened up negotiations with Man United. Now, I'm not quite sure where this news has come from. We've got lots of reports saying that Man United are now in hot pursuit of Jorez, and Jorez has given them the green light that he wants to join Man United. I wouldn't be too confident with this news, and I wouldn't start thinking that we've got Jorez in the bag. Yes, there's a possibility that Jorez could come to United. Yes, there's an interest from him, and United, of course, are interested in him, and I've been speaking with his agent consistently for about 2 weeks now, keeping tabs on it, realising that they can get this guy, but of course it all falls down to the valuation. If Man United have to pay above the odds for Brian and Bumo, then the problem is that United might not have enough money to go out there and buy Jorez, and Jorez's purchase all depends on the sales Man United make. That's where we have to start looking at Man United and their sales. That's where we need to be focusing on, because that is the most important element of this transfer window. This summer transfer window all depends on our sales. Now, we said Anthony, was out in Real Betis, loan move, had an absolutely sensational time out there, and Real Betis, of course, want to keep him. But not many people might be aware, but Real Betis haven't paid more than £20 million for any player in the history of their club. 20 million. And of course, Antony's worth a lot more than that. I think Man United want double that. And that's just to break even with PSR and show that they've not made a loss. So look, Betis are not in the driving seat here. I don't think they can afford him. Man United will be looking at other clubs to come in and buy him. And hopefully there might be some other clubs out there that might have looked at Antony and thinking he could actually do a good job for us. He's a cheap player. They could get him on the cheap and they could bring him to their club and he could do a job for him. I genuinely think that Antony, without the pressure, has played really well for Real Betis, and I think if there's another club out there in the same kind of position as Real Betis, they should go out and buy this guy. Really genuinely saying that. I'm not just saying because United need the money, but that would be excellent if we could obviously get our money out of him as well. But genuinely, I think he could do a job for a team out there. We've also heard news on Malacia. Malacia was out on a loan move to PSV. They did have an option to buy him, but they've refused to take that option up, and he's back at United. So he'll be returning back to United for training next week. This is not good news, but it's not bad news either. Look, he's our left back. He gives us some options. Is he the best player that we've got out there? Not really, but look, I would have again liked for him to be sold, but again, I don't know what it is, but no one's buying United players. We need to get rid of our players. We need to somehow start making sales. Now, another player that actually has had some interest is Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho has had 3 clubs after him: Fenerbahce, Juventus, Napoli. Now we're hearing Fenerbahce have stepped away because Jadon Sancho has made it clear that he doesn't really want to play in Turkey, wants to play in Serie A, wants to play in the big leagues, and his preferred move is to somewhere in Serie A. So Fenerbahce have stepped away. And then we've got Napoli and we've got Juventus. Napoli are not prepared to pay Jadon Sancho the salary that he's requesting. They don't want to break their pay structure. So they've more or less stepped away as well. The only contender then left is Juventus. And Juventus have to come to United and make a decent offer to get Jadon Sancho off our books. Fingers crossed this gets done because we need to sell this guy. He's got no hope at United. United will not be playing him. And if he stays at United, I'm telling you, he's just going to be training with the youth team or something. And that's it. He's not going to be playing any football with Man United. So you don't want someone like that around. You just want to get rid of them, go on loan or do whatever. You just want them out of the club. Hopefully, if we can sell him, that'll be the best news ever. So then we can go out there and start shopping. Now, coming back to the Victor Jorez deal, everyone's been talking about in the last couple of days, and obviously in the last 24 hours, it's really heated up that Jorez could actually be happening. Jorez to United. Now, not wanting to be a party pooper, I would just say take it easy. Let's think about this. Jorez could be playing us, could be looking for another move somewhere else for a Champions League. He's made it clear he wants to play in Champions League football. And look, yes, he likes Man United, but I don't want United to be a rebound for him. I want him to either say, look, I want to come to United and I want to make United great, or I'm actually looking for another club and go somewhere else. That's what I want. And if United have got any kind of hint that he is going to use us as a rebound or a way of getting another club interested in him, we need to drop him and move elsewhere. Drop your comments below on what you think about this Jorez deal, and could it even, number one, be done with the money that we've got? Number two, if we do have the money and we have got the option to buy him, do we buy him? That is it, guys, for today's show. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe. You're watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.